Hey everybody, it's Moose here, and today we're back with another interview. Here I am here with Oliver Flicks. He is a vlogger and a stop motion animator. He has over 1,000 subscribers, and he's been around since I think 2015. And if that's correct, then good on me. Uh, but thanks Oliver for joining me.
Thanks for having me, man.
Yeah, of course. So I guess my first question, like how I ask everybody, is what inspired you to do stop motion animation?
Well, what inspired me to do stop motion animation really was Five Nights at Freddy's. I know it's like some you really hear YouTubers say, "Oh yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's really inspired me to make stop motions." But like I've seen people make Five Nights at Freddy's stop motions in the past, and I was like, man, I really want to recreate that. So I tried to recreate the Die in a Fire in music video, and it got a lot of views and likes and comments, and it's my most viewed video on my channel.
Right. Yeah, I remember. I usually when I do this kind of stuff, I go through people's channels, and I did see that one, and that was pretty good. I think, uh, especially how big the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom is, I can definitely see why how a lot of people how that video got a lot of attention. But uh, yeah, and is there any other reason since you also do some little sketches, some vlogs and stuff like that? Is there and how what inspired you to do that type of content?
Well, really, who inspired me to make skits was it didn't really come from a YouTuber. It came from a guy who was on Vine. His name is LOL I know. He is really funny, and like I used to watch him a lot when I was a kid, and I just thought that, hey, maybe if I did skits, I could get views, because he got a lot of views on his Vine stuff. So I was wondering, maybe if I did some skits like how he did, it could get a lot of views.
Right, right. So, and then going on to, um, and I think I might have. Oh yeah, here we go. So, I was gonna ask. So, since you, one of my favorite videos that you've made is your Spider-Man stop motion, and I think that animation is really well done. Like I think your writing is pretty good. You write Spider-Man really well. I think your animation itself is very smooth and very fluent, and I think you got a lot of talent, man. So I just really want to ask the question: is like, what inspired you to make that, and is there going to be other stop motions you're going to be making in the future?
What inspired me to make my Spider-Man stop motion was really the Spider-Man movies and some YouTubers' stop motions on Spider-Man.
All right. Is there any other like comic book inspirations as well?
I don't really remember what comic books I read of Spider-Man, because like when I was little, I usually read Spider-Man a lot, but now I just mostly watch the movies and videos on YouTube and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, I get that. Uh, just out some curiosity, do you have a favorite interpretation of Spider-Man?
I really like high school nerdy Peter Parker.
All
Like
right.
before he became Spider-Man. That's really the type of Spider-Man I really like.
Yeah, I get you. Um, One of my favorites is like I do like High School Peter, but I also like uh like an older Peter Parker, like where like I think it was during like the Civil War arc, where he was I think he was a professor or a teacher at a high school, and I always thought that was really neat that he kind of used his brain power to become something like a teacher or something that influences other young smart minds. So, um,
Yeah.
I guess going on to my next question here is, uh, you done stuff like is it like Spider Man, like Five Nights at Freddy's? You done Fortnite, Fortnite stop motions. Uh, so is there another type of brand that you would like to tackle, or like a video game, something like video game related that you would like to tackle in terms of stop motion?
Well, I play this video game that was on the PlayStation 2. It's called Bully. It's a really fun game. You play as a high school kid named Jimmy Hopkins. And I really am starting to try to build a Lego stop motion out of that game because I feel like that game is such a underrated game and people need to see that it's a really interesting and cool game.
Yeah, I remember that. I didn't play it when I was younger, but I played it when I was like 16, and I remember having a really fun time with it. I think it's one of Rockstar's one of the more underrated games that they have under their belt. And
Yeah.
I do think that they should definitely make a sequel at some point if they ever have the opportunity to. But yeah, that'd be cool. I don't see a lot of people give that game a spotlight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would be really cool, and I can't wait to see that. So you mentioned you do Lego. So, uh, do you have any Lego animators that have inspired you to do Lego animations as well?
There aren't really big Lego animators that I really want to elaborate on the light, but there are some like minor ones that are my comrades.
Mm-hmm.
There's 50 Films Better, Brickz for Real, and that's really the two main guys that I look forward to because they make cool and smooth stop motions.
All right, cool. I'll have to check those out. You have to give me those names again after the interview's over. But yeah, I'll make sure to put those in the description and be able to check those out. So yeah, and my next question is oh, here we go. So a lot of people in the community really like to collaborate and also really like to work on scripts together or help out making it in terms of animation. One of the big examples I can think on top of my head is the Queen of Chaos collaboration between like Trickshot726 and Red Mask Animations and a couple other animators, and they each did an episode of that series. So is there something that you would like to do in terms of working like with your friends or working with other animators to make something of that caliber where you like, so basically too long to read version of the question is there anybody that you would like to work with in terms of making a video?
I really want to work with just like all of my friends, like all my comrades on YouTube. Because right now, I'm with my sequel to the Spider-Man: The Stark World stop motion. I'm working with James Flicks, because he's helping me with the script and like what scenes, like what backgrounds and figures I should use.
All right, so you got somebody. So yeah, and I've talked to James. He's a really cool guy. And I'll have to. Yeah, that I think, and that's also a fun fact for you guys. I'm actually going to be voicing Spider-Man in his video. So so I think you and I read some parts of the script when he gave me some of the lines, and I think so. Like I really like how you write Spider-Man, man. I think you nailed it. So yeah. Going on to my next question here is, here we go. So, since you're dealing mostly with, so Spider-Man, is a very popular character. Is there a type of, I think you might have mentioned it, I'm not entirely sure, but, to me, but is there like a universe that you would like to build? In turn, because a lot of people in the community like to build their own universes of something. Like for example, like Thundercat Studios, who's a stop motion animator, he's made like his multiverse series. He's been doing that for about over a year. So on and so forth. Like Leo Legendary, for example, has his a Marvel universe. So is there something that you would like to do in the future where you have your own mini universe?
Yeah.
So I personally think that whenever you make your universe, I'll be down there. I'll be down and to see it and watch it, and I think that whatever you come up with is going to be really great. So yeah, going on to my next question, is So when it comes to your writing process, or when it comes to your writing and filming process, do you have any advice you like to give to people who are like up and coming or have started a YouTube channel but doesn't really have a lot of experience? Do you have advice for those people?
Well, my advice to those people is, if you want to, like, make your own script, but you also want some information from other people, go on YouTube and watch, like, Swagwave or Trickshot or Leo Legendary Spider-Man videos or any other superhero that you're going to work on. Because when you watch them, you can get, like, inspiration on, like, oh, this is how you can know this character, or this is how you can know the character that is fighting this character.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll know how to get more information on them.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's good advice. I think that if you like just take notes, even like it's from like a film or it's actually from another animator, I think that's some good a good incentive to be able to build the groundwork for your own like videos, or for your own making, for being able to build up to make your own thing. So that's what I was trying to say. That was what I was trying to say. So, and then going on close to my last question, we have two more questions. Sorry. So my first to last question, have to be, so where do you see yourself in terms of the future, especially with YouTube ever always changing and everything, and changing up like how you're supposed to do content? How do you see where do you see your channel, especially since you've been around for a while, and you have a pretty big follower base? Where do you see yourself in terms of making videos?
Well, I feel like if I ever get married, when that happens, I'll probably quit YouTube. Or if I just get to that part where I'm like if YouTube like never exists anymore, I won't be able to make videos then. Mm-hmm. So like for now, like until I like move out or something like that, I could say I could probably be a little bit successful. I also have to like grow a little bit. Maybe some people will notice my stop motions here and there, but there won't be like maybe like some huge YouTubers who watch my videos, is what I'm trying to say.
I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. And then going on to my last question is, what is there anybody you would like to shout out, or do you have anything you would like to say to your fans? So this is like your time to, if you have something to plug or anything like that, this is your time.
All right. I have two things to say, and I have one shout out.
All right.
So my first thing I want to say is support my boy Moose. He needs that support because he's a great YouTuber. He makes great customs and great stop motions. So go support him on this channel right here.
Thank you.
And the last thing I want to say is to stay safe. Drink your Monster. If you overdose and have a heart attack, my life, not yours. Thank you, James, for that outro thing.
All right. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. So I say that, I think that's some pretty good advice there, but anyway, thank you, Oliver, for joining me. I really appreciate you coming on. Had a pretty fun time asking questions and hearing your answers. So everybody, thank you so much for watching and listening. So if you want to go check out Oliver's channel, his link will be in the description to that. And all the people he shouted out as well, like a lot of his buddies, his friends, even James's channel. All those channels will be in the description as well. So, and also if you want to follow me like on Instagram or on Twitter, all those will be also in the description. And also make sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And if I so much out for some other stop motions coming out from me in the future. So yeah, thank you so much, Oliver.
Thank you for having me.